Hi guys, today we have Tym Buacharern. He is known for Janet Jackson, Lupita Nyong'o, and Denai Guerrera. Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Seen you around so much, had very small conversations, and now I get all the nitty-gritty details of all your amazing talent.
Well, I hope I don't disappoint you.
Oh, you won't. You haven't so far. All the knowledge. So you've done all the mediums. You've done stage, red carpets, TV. Do you find that there's anything within the makeups that stay the same? Anything that really sticks out as different? What's the process?
I think makeup wise, technique wise, it's all the same. Technique wise, it's all the same. The volume of makeup is different because the whole thing is people need to remember that when you're working in film and TV, it's all about realism. We want the person to look like they were able to do it themselves, just a little bit better. Some of the actors come in and you're like, "Why did you pick that shade?" But that's what it is. And then you have to put into when we would do red carpet, we have to go a bit heavier because of the flashes and the lights and all the all the stuff that could kind of make the makeup disappears. So we want to go a little heavier, and I've done tours where we would do makeup in 4 different stages. We would do cream makeup, powder makeup, cream makeup, and powder makeup all on one face. So when the makeup dissolves, it kind of falls into it would kind of dissolve in layers. And editorial is, Lord knows, it all depends on
It's a whole nother beast.
It's another beast. It's another beast. It all depends on if you're working with photographers and the stylist that is a little more avant-garde, then you pull every trick out of out of your kit. And then if you're doing swimwear, then that we have to pull things back and you have to focus on the skin. You have to focus on so there's a lot of different things, but ultimately the technique is all the same. And I think the blending part of it, learning how to blend it to make it look natural, I think
that's the key to everything.
That's the key to everything.
When in doubt, blend more.
Well, as far as blending concerned, it's like when we blend something, it's not about taking it all away. It's about to kind of make it uniform enough that the camera can actually still pick it up, but it's lighter to the eyes. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's such a lighting thing. But even in everyday life, it's kind of knowing where you'll be at so that things will read to other people.
Yeah, big time. And it's like every day, like a little nose contour, a little.
Well done.
A little nose contour, a little contour on your cheek, and it work. I mean, it just kind of like what it does is just structure your face just a tiny bit more. I mean, we don't want to go into like the whole drag territory. People forget that like drag queens are men,
and that's where it originated from.
Yeah, drag queens are men we're not emulating a woman's bone structure. So for that has to be done, because I mean the whole thing I think people forget is like the Shakespearean days there was no female performers, so all the female performers were done by men. So drag has been done from that generation on. It's not, they didn't start with RuPaul. So it's one of those things. It's like it's been in the theater.
With contouring, do you prefer cream, powder?
I do both.
Or do you do it as like an underpainting? What are the feelings for underpainting?
I like underpainting. I don't like it for film and TV because I think I lied because I do underpainting for film and TV, but it all depends on circumstances.
Yes.
It all depends on circumstances.
And maybe the skin type and
the skin type, the skin tone, the width of your nose, you know, the width of your nose, the roundness of your cheeks. If I feel like I need extra help with an actress who's a little fuller, then I would do underpainting and then go over it with the powder, with the cream painting and then the thing. But I think if it's done right, I think it's beautiful. But at the same time, right now, what we see out there is not done right.
Just too heavy?
Just too heavy. Just too heavy. And I think the problem is that a lot of people think that once you underpaint and you put the foundation on, it's going to diffuse it. It does diffuse it. But when you're starting off with such a heavy underpainting, there is not enough diffusion to go on unless you want to really cake on your makeup.
So it's maybe more for every day. Like if you just want like a slight little
just a slight
cut,
little, I think powder.
More, less is more.
Oh, big time.
Always go less, whatever you think it is,
Big
just to
time.
give a shadow,
Just to give
not a scream.
Exactly. And you know, I mean, and I think the biggest controversy right now is I don't know if it's controversy, but bronzer versus contour situation. I'm like, I use bronzer for contour.
Because isn't it sometimes you just find like it's kind of like two for the price of one?
Yeah, use bronzer as a contour. Because I mean, I think the whole theory of contour having to be a little bit of gray and yada da 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 da, and to be honest, it's just another selling ploy.
It's just another step too.
It's another step.
Something else for people to buy.
It's one more thing for you to buy. You know, and I'm like, hey, and if you feel like that you need to do all of that to feel beautiful, then you should do it.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it's like. When I work on a film, I don't like spending more than 30 minutes on a makeup. And it's like, so you learn the shortcuts, you learn all the, you learn all the little tricks and trades.
Can you share a shortcut that you use that you find really saves time?
A lot of it is if you focus more on the eye, then everything kind of comes together, because when you're dealing with acting and when you're dealing with real life, we're not at a freeze frame. So so basically a lot of communications is here. We're not focusing on your lip. When you talk, we don't hear you talk. We just hear you talking. But as far as discussion, people, it's right here. Eye to eye. And it's like, trust me, it's like, I've done job with the lips are like crooked. But at the same time, when I'm talking like this, you're never going to notice that my lip line is off. You know? Mm-hmm. So that's what it is. And it's like, it's like perfection is boring.
I completely agree.
Perfection is boring. Freckles are beautiful.
Love it.
Molds are beautiful. You know what I mean? And it's like, and
different shapes of lips.
Different shape of lips are
face,
gorgeous.
fullness, whatever. It's great.
There's like a little darkness under the eye kind of makes it real. It's all about realness. It's all, and that's the thing. And sometimes when you have a dark under eyes and it goes all the way up here, I don't cover the whole thing. I cover right where the hollow is, and I actually use the blueness of your the dark circle of your eyes to use that as your, it's like a part of your makeup.
Yeah.
Because like you see people trying to cover everything and then putting it back on. It's like, why?
Yeah. Especially use your uniqueness. That's what makes everyone beautiful.
Exactly. And it's like, and
to work with your face and to see the little things and to play off of it. That's why like people have red in their cheeks. They're like, oh my God, take it out. I'm like, I try to get that. I'm like, I love the redness in your cheeks.
I mean, as far as the redness is concerned, we could diffuse it and use it as your blush, and then you don't have to put on freaking blush.
Just to diffuse, exactly.
Just to diffuse it. And I think people, again, because you learned from wherever it is. I'm not going to blame Instagram. I'm not going to blame YouTube. I'm not going to blame, it could be, you learned that from your mama, saying, oh, we have to cover everything and put everything back on. But it doesn't always have to be that way. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way, And right now, and you know, it's just right now. I think because the makeup trend has gone from really heavy, and I think right now it's slowly more focused on skincare, on skins, which I love.
I'm so excited about that.
Oh, me
That we're
too.
coming back to the radiant glow, which is what that's what your clients are.
Yeah.
They're just radiant and
you know,
beautiful.
I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very fortunate. You know,
They're not bad looking.
They're not bad looking. You know, it's like I'm not. You know, if any makeup artist, anybody call themselves makeup artist, does anything wrong on those faces, they should not call themselves a makeup artist anymore. You know, just saying.
Because like for me, for like a shortcut, whether it's for myself or for a client, I love like the cream shadows, the stick shadows, because so much stuff now falls on the face. So like that's like my thing for myself every day, and for talent, I love all that.
The multiple sticks that they have, like NARS came out with the multiple stick years ago. I still use it to this day. I mean, like even like the Makeup Forever, the palettes. I love using it. I love using Senna product like this one here. The
foundation.
The
The Pro
cover.
Makeup palettes.
Yeah, the slip cover palettes. I think it's great because it you don't have to powder it. It dries down to powder.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's products out there that helps with that. Helps with the diffusion of the product, and also help to bring in the you know, to make life a little more simple. You know, it's like
basically it sounds like so you can eliminate a step.
You can.
It helps like to once again throw on the Senna foundation. You don't have to then add on the powders and all that.
Exactly.
Like it's just
it all depends. It's like, you know, the like we talk about the you know, it all depends on you. Again, it all depends on you, because if you like that matte look, it's not going to give you that matte look, because like this is what I use on set as a touch up.
Okay.
When they sit around on set all day long, and then you see the foundation breaking down a little bit, I just use one of the colors and just go right over it, and it works, and it's great, you know. So it's not
adding layers and starting
to
look thick and
yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because then how do you feel about setting sprays?
I like setting spray I like certain setting sprays. For me,
do you find that there's some that you lean towards that will kind of won't be so like hairspray like to like seal everything in, give some life to the skin?
I like setting spray that is in a mister.
Oh, okay.
In a pump. I don't like setting spray that is aerosol.
Okay.
The reason for me, if everybody look at their aerosol setting spray, the first ingredient in that aerosol setting spray is going to be butane. And what do we do with butane?
Light it up.
Light it up. and that's the whole thing. Is like, if I'm able to sit there, do a flame, and do a flame torch with it, I don't want that on my face. And I know most hairsprays have the same situation. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, why would I want to put butane on my skin? Where you're trying to protect your skin, but you're putting this chemical on your face. That's why I rather like One Size. I love his I think it does amazing things. But I wish that he would be able to take that product and put it into a pumping spray, a pumping system versus the aerosol. You know, and I mean, Scandinavia has some beautiful ones.
Scandinavia, yes.
You know, Urban Decay has some.
I feel like that Urban Decay, they're so known for their setting sprays.
Yeah, they kind of. That was a little controversy that happened with Urban Decay in Scandinavia, but I'm not saying anything. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm sorry. No, but I mean, Urban Scandinavia, they had a collab going on with Scandinavia and Urban Decay. So
It's very similar then.
It's very similar.
For that,
I'm not going to say the same. It could be a little similar. I know, I think Mac has the.
That's right.
Mac has
Prep
one.
and Fix.
Prep and Fix or whatever,
Something.
and then the Makeup Forever has one.
Okay.
So there's a lot of companies that has it out there. But for me, I just don't like the aerosol.
Okay.
That's my personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Denai came one day. She's like, "Shh." I'm like, "No, girl, I can't." But again, if we're sitting here talking about our skin, we want our skin to look amazing. Putting butane on your face might not be the best thing.
Especially for skin, yeah, just luminosity.
Luminosity, and you're drying everything out.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're spending 45 minutes putting all this lotion and potion and things and everything, and then the first thing you're spraying alcohol on your face, and alcohol dries.
Is there any go-to products that you find that from client to client, they're like, I'll try this, I'll try that, but I need to have these specific products that you just know will set you up for success?
Every client is so different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has the different needs and the different wants. But as far as like this, like I said, the Ben Nye powder, I love it. I love the Makeup Forever Flash palette, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I love it because the whole thing is with the Flash palette. Have you ever, like, when you do your foundation, one day it looks amazing, and the next day you put it on, it's like, why is it so yellow? Where it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your skin changing, not the product. The skin's changing. And also the other thing, if you like constantly opening up the foundation, the oxidation is going to happen on that thing. But the thing, what I love about this is you could use this as a color adjuster. You use the primary colors and things like that as an adjuster to your foundation. So that way you kind of match it a little bit better. If it's too yellow, you put a little, if it's a little too yellow, what you do is you take a little, a little blue, a little ruddiness, and you kind of mix it in there, and it kind of warms it back up. And the whole thing is, like, when you look at undertone, you look at your own undertone, and I think that was something that on Instagram that I totally loved was somebody using a foundation where it's a little too yellow for them, and they went and bought the Selena Gomez. What's her company? Rare. Mm-hmm. And she has a purple blush, cream blush.
Oh.
Like in the tube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they just put the purple in there and they mix it together, and it you could totally see the foundation change, the color, and that's the thing. You don't need to buy 50 different shade if you learn how to adjust your shade. And I think that's kind of what, as an artist, that's what we do. Because when I was coming up, we didn't have all this product. We had to you had to freaking learn how to.
It was artistry at that time. Yeah.
Well, we have to
figure it out.
Learn how to adjust it.
Yeah.
To figure it out, and I think that's the thing. Learn your color theory.
That's the base of it, right?
It is, and it's like makeup is color theory, contouring, and highlighting.
What you want to pull forward, what you want to go back.
Yeah. And
that's an everyday thing too, though. That's why that's not TV, film.
No, that's just life. Everyday life.
And bringing life back into the face.
It's like, for me, my little chubby cheeks right here. If I want to do something, I would contour right underneath the thing. And right now, you're getting me on a tantrum now.
Yes, go.
Right now, when I'm seeing all this new trend of makeup, it's like literally, I call it the Chinese opera blush. Oh. Where literally it's like right here. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I personally don't like that because it becomes characterish, but again, you like it, I love it. You know, but that's a lot of it is personal preference. Because I like the eye to kind of open up and sit on its own. Because like we you know, we have a conversation because you communicate with your eyes. You know, and for you to muddle that up there with it, I think it kind of gives it a little more diffusion than anything else. You know,
to me, it's just distracting when people put the
yeah
blush up there.
I
just can't help but
I
look at it. I'm not looking at their eyes.
I'm like, is that a skin condition or is that?
I was like, is that rosacea or is that
exactly,
not? Like, I don't.
And that's the thing. It's like, you know what? If y'all see Sinner, you see what Kenny Diaz and Ned Neidhart did for the Chinese dancer. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's meant for that.
Yes.
But you know, but
interesting.
But then when you know, but on every day, I just kind of when I see people, I just want to go. Can I help you? You know, but again, it's like it's the trend. It's gonna come and it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But classic beauty is never gonna go away.
That never goes out of style. It's defined just like the little luminous skin, a little blush.
Exactly.
That's why
it doesn't go away, and it's you know it's you know and everything. If you look at all the makeup, you look at the '60s, the eyeshadow, the heavy crease droops down this way. And then when you go in, you know, and it's like, well, that was the trend. And then in the 70s, like no, 70s, 80s, everything started lifting back up. So, you know, if people want to look, to me, when I did Dreamgirls, it was all about drooping everything down. And then it's like, it just droops. So it kind of, you have to kind of create the lift from underneath, you know, to so that our eyes at that time can see it, you know, because we're not used to seeing that.
Yeah,
that
it's distracting. Yeah,
you know, so that's you know you just learn how to adjust things.
Yeah, because when people ask me, they're like, "What should I be using?" Everyone always asks me, like, that is just such a broad question when people say that. But my go-to is cream blush.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can use the cream blush as your blush. You can use it as your lips. Work it a little bit in, like, to the eyes, the leftover on the brush.
Exactly.
That's like just things that wake you up. And you can't go wrong with a cream either because you can't screw it up.
Yeah, you can't. It's like, you know, like,
is there anything that because you do such beauties. I'm sure people ask you. I mean, I've asked you a million questions prior to this taping. Like, and what else? Is there any like little tidbits you give to people when they ask, how do I glow, or what should I be using?
The glow is it's all depends on your skin. Because I could tell you, oh, use this product for the glow. But if you're oily, then you're gonna look like a grease lick. You know what I mean? You're gonna look like you put Crisco on you. And I think it's like, you know, as you know, as I work with a lot of African American actors or African actors, you know, people with melanated skin. And the whole thing is like, you know, when you're on set, when you need to do sweat, what do you use?
I personally like water or pawpaw.
Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people use Evian.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Evian spray. The thing with Evian spray to me is like if you're working on somebody who's black or has a deeper skin thing, it actually dries them out more.
The water? Okay.
Just think of this. When somebody with melanin, after they take a hot shower, when they come out, if they don't put lotion on, you ash up.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. It happens to everybody. But the thing is, on the deeper skin tone, the ash shows up more. You know? So for me, this is what I discovered when I did Captain America. Because I did Anthony Mackie. And they want him to be sweaty as sweaty can get. But it's like if I use any kind of product that has any kind of oil in it, he just looks like a big old grease. So what I wind up using is this product here is a it's a diffuser for skincare.
Yeah.
And what I do was I would basically use their product and put it in there.
Okay.
Because usually you use the activator and then a couple of drops of the serum in there.
Okay.
So basically with that, I would do the activator and probably like 6-7 drop of the serum to make it thicker. So when you spray it on there, the serum kind of stay on the skin to mimic sweat. And this is actually an amazing product for hydration. You know, and basically after you do the makeup and things like that, you just mist it on there. It feels really good. It feels really nice and cooling. And
I think it just like melds the makeup together, giving the light.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I know I'm like going on a tangent about that thing, but it's like as far as like a nice glow.
Or is there like any products in particular that
God, I use.
it's like somebody sees like, because like, I mean, your red carpets with either Lupita or Denai, like they just look, everything's blended.
But a lot of it is that's their skin. That's the melanated of the skin. Because don't forget, when you have two different skin tones, the reflection of the light on two different skin tones is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I was doing a movie in London, 355, with when I was doing Lupita, and the other actors were Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, and Diane Kruger. And I remember them sitting in a car, and they're supposed to be sweaty. They was like running and da. And Jessica took the Evian spray and missed her face and passed it on all the girls, and all the girls are spraying it. And Lupita looked at me and was like, "Don't you dare!" Because I know their skin is going to reflect light differently than hers.
Mm-hmm.
So and then she came up to me afterwards and said, "Why wouldn't you let me do that?" I was like, "Because by you using that water, you become more reflective than their skin tone."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the easiest way to look at it, if you take a white sheet of plastic and a black sheet of plastic, you spray water on the white sheet, you barely see the reflection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you spray on the black sheet, it becomes kind of almost a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're looking at, because it's the depth of lighting.
Yes, how it pulls.
You know, how it pulls. So that's kind of, you have to go. So for me, is like for somebody deeper skin tone, I would use more powder. I don't know if they make it anymore. The MAC used to have a body powder. It's a shimmer powder. One is called Silver Dusk, and the one is like bronze something. I love the bronze color.
Oh.
I love that bronze color. You know, like, you know, when you get the skin tone, you want a little sheen. That with a little bit of silk skin.
Get old Camille.
Camille Cave. Love Camille. And yeah, I need
such a killer product.
I actually need to buy more. You could feel it. It's almost empty.
Oh my God. As it should. And this hand treatment, Camille, is amazing. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's silicone.
And
it has silicone in it. So actually, if I forgot my primer.
So you like primers?
It's one of those things. The primer wise,
is that kind of a go-to thing for you, or is it case dependent?
It's case dependent.
Okay.
The whole thing is like, I've been around before primer was invented, where we had to rely on skincare to prep and prime the skin.
Okay.
And I think sometimes it's like, I think people need to learn how to do skin prep rather than primer, and relying on primers.
I see.
You know?
I agree wholeheartedly.
And it's, you know, it's not.
Because that's my take, is if you do the correct skincare for your skin, you do not need a primer.
You look at.
But that's always my theory. Yeah. So is that, are you on that
big time,
train?
Big time. And I think sometimes when I pick up primers, because the actors wants it. Mm-hmm. The actors feel like they need it, even though they don't. You know, because I spend 15 minutes prepping the face before everything else. You know, And you know, now with the sheet mask and all of that stuff, the hydration is in there.
Yeah.
But one thing, do not put freaking under eye oil on if you're gonna wear freaking lashes.
Oh, jeez.
Because the glue doesn't stick.
Yeah.
The glue doesn't
I thought that'd be horrible.
That is most. I used to have an actress that literally would.
It's mean.
And then she would always yell at me. Well, you know, that's a former client. I fire people. I fire people. I'm
That's
like,
the best quote ever. I fire people.
I learned that. I learned that from my good friend of mine, Janet Satoon. She was like, you know what? I'm done with you. You're fired.
Life's too good. No.
Life's too good. I fired a supermodel because she was being rude, and I wrote an email to her publicist and said, you know, I wouldn't be no longer available for your client. If you need me to help find somebody else, I would love to, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people that would love to work with her. You know.
Stick with your good girls.
But you know, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, don't do the
under eye oil. I've never heard of such a thing. That just yeah. Nothing will. That'd be horrible. Everything would slide.
Slip and slide. And I'm sitting there going, and the only way to take it off is by using alcohol. And I don't want to put alcohol on your eyes to remove that.
Yeah.
You know, even you look at toner, like the blue toner, there's a certain amount of alcohol in there because that's why it's drying. Mm-hmm. You know?
Absolutely.
And if you're using the non-alcohol version, don't do your thing. It doesn't remove the oil. You know? And it, you know, and the whole, I mean, like I said, the primer didn't come out until like the 2000s.
So you were always prepping the skin with Janet and all your ladies.
Prepping.
Because then you can avoid it all.
And I think it's also the customization of the prep versus one size fit all prep.
Also, I think people need to kind of understand their skin, because people are like, I'm just oily. I'm like,
are you?
Are you though?
I know.
It's like, so maybe if you use the right skincare, you wouldn't need
all the other stuff to go along with it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I mean, like when I did Captain America, Anthony Mackie, he was like, I don't like a lot of makeup. I was like, good, I don't either. Yeah. But guess what we're going to do? You're going to go get facials. And we're going to do skincare. You're going to come in here and sit down and let me take the makeup off, clean you at night, and every Friday we'll do a deep cleanse, you know? And he was like, no, it's not. It's either that or makeup. And basically, I sent him to his first ever facial.
He had to have been hooked after. It's like, I look amazing. I don't need makeup.
He would never admit to it. I love him to death for that. No, he's such a dude. He's like, I would never. He's like, I'm like,
but that's what I find interesting nowadays in the trailers, though. Men are always wearing eye patches.
Oh yeah, big time.
All of them.
It's like, you know,
it's fine. Take care of your skin. It makes all of our lives easier.
It was like the steam coming down, the exfoliation coming down, you know, and it's great, and it's great that actors nowadays are open to it. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. It's like, come on, it's like, I think I treat my actors' skin better than mine.
I can't say that. I love skincare.
It's like, Tim, you got good skin. What do you do? Soap. And I have a full drawer full of stuff.
Exactly, I know you do. I was like, you probably got a mini Sephora in your home. Come on.
You know, and I'm sitting here. It's like I'm like, you know, but it's like I'll try to do it, you know, and it's like I think it's such a nurturing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Self-care, nature. Yeah, nurturing. Yeah, same. Yeah, you know, absolutely. So like, okay. That's amazing. Do you have one look that you look back on and you're like, that was it? I killed it on that one? Or there's just like, that was a fun one, like just one look that you look back on in your career and that was just Whether it was like the makeup you love, the atmosphere, all of something.
We did.
So I probably should have given you time to think back because it's a big Rolodex.
I think one of my favorite look that I did was a shoot I did with my friend T.C. Reiner. And it wasn't meant to be a shoot. It wasn't shooting. We were shooting Nathan, I forgot his last name. And his girlfriend at the time came in. Her name is Kylie Lee. She's an actress. She was on Supergirl. She one of those actresses, and a beautiful woman. And I'm like, I looked at her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. He was like, what do we have in your house that we could put her in? So we put in kind of like Victorian dress with the top hat, and we teased it out of her hair. And then we did a kind of like a little clownish makeup, a little bit resemblance of Serge Lutton makeup on her, and I thought it came out so beautiful. And then also the other makeup that I loved that I did was with Denai. I believe it was for Ebony magazine. It was an Ebony shoot that we did, and it's just like a really beautiful makeup with a little like a blue line going on the eye, and all I remember was like. The photographer was like, oh, did you use a credit card to do it? I was like, no, I don't use credit card to draw a line. I use my hand to draw a line. So that was a fun one. That was a fun one. And kind of the run with Denai on the Black Panther Wakanda Forever press tour. That was a lot of fun. We had a lot of great looks on that one. On one of the looks we did for the looks for the London premiere, we did what I call the Starry Night, where we kind of did the smoky eye, and then we took the gold leafing and
oh yes,
that one there. And then when I did that, Larry Sims, the hairdresser, took the gold leaf and did her head with that. That was such a fun look.
What product did you use? Did you use MacGyver it, or did you use a certain product for?
We MacGyver. Well, no, I mean, it was a look that, because I saw something. I remember seeing a picture of a Starry Night, and then when I saw her dress, and I knew I wanted to do something in that theme.
Yeah.
So I went to Amazon and bought the little gold leaf thing instead of buying the whole sheet, and I just like shredded thing. It's just so much easier to travel with it. Mm-hmm. And so I did that, and we just crazy glue. No, just do. And just an eyelash glue on it.
Yeah.
And we did that, and it came out gorgeous. I think it's one to look that was. And then also when we did her for when we went to Nigeria, when we did the look in Nigeria, where I did a white eyeliner on her, I thought that was one of the hottest look that we did.
So pretty.
And it just one of those things. It just kind of pay respect to being in Africa, kind of take their tradition, but make it modern, or making their makeup what we think would be African, and play with it.
That's
I think those are the fun looks that I think.
Let's talk about some of the other products, because everybody would be talking about this one. Everybody loves
Miss Danessa Myricks. Miss Danessa. What I mean, the line that she came up with, and I've known Danessa since when she first created the line.
Oh, really?
And she would hawk her line at the makeup show, at the whatever, and
for her.
And I've always been a fan of her product, but for me, her products are curated for her, what she likes to use, and she does print. So for me, her products, I have to learn to adjust it to what I do, to film and TV. Mm-hmm. When I do red carpet, I could use her product, no problem at all. And it's like the what you call it, the Yummy Skin, the balm. I love this. And it's like this here. I mean, I would use it on.
Do you use that as a primer?
You can.
How do you prefer to use that on your clients?
I prefer it at the end of the makeup to take away the powder, the residues, because it's a balm. So basically, you're using a big fluffy brush, put it in there, and just gently put over the thing as another filter.
Oh,
And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And I love the fact that she comes up. She has such an innovation that she comes up with this product. So, like some of the stuff that she's a nerd, and I love
beauty
it.
nerd.
A beauty nerd, and she was talking about her new product and with this. I'm like, girl, what are you talking? What are you saying? You're speaking Swahili to me right now. I have no clue what you're saying. It's like, tell me it works.
Yeah, exactly.
And her artistry is so freaking beautiful. Her artistry and that's what I love about it, because she's so passionate about the product and the formulations.
And it works though.
And you could
it's amazing.
There's companies out there that comes out with product that you just basically go, okay, I want that color, that color, that color, that color, that color in this formulation. But then you have an artist like her that comes up with a product and you're going, oh my gosh. It's like, and she could tell you every single ingredient in your in the product. And I love that. And I love it. And there's another company called LYS.
That's right.
It stands for Love Yourself.
Oh, okay.
And it's a clean line.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's a clean line and created by a Black woman. She used to work for another brand that is a clean brand. So she moved out and her product is so beautiful. It's like the color is gorgeous and things like that. And
and it holds up and
it
lasts.
holds up. And for me personally, I don't. If anybody look at my Instagram or anything like that, you see I don't stray. And anytime I talk about product on my brand, on my page, I don't get paid through them. I'd rather have it, I'd rather be honest than be greedy.
But that's what we need
and
nowadays.
I
It's just
think
honest conversations.
I think a lot of it is like, there's so much money to be made. And trust me, if a brand would call me and said, hey, I'm going to pay you, I would, and they have. And I have to make sure if we're going to promote the product, it's a product that I would use.
Yeah. Because, it's people just aren't necessarily saying the truth of it all, which is the whole reason why I started doing this, because I got tired of it all. So that's why to hear that you actually love these products and this is what you use, which granted, we know our kits have a gazillion products in them, but there's things that do work that we do love, and we'll stick to. And
we're diehards. We're literally, if we love your product, we love your product. We'll talk about your products to the actors, to the crew members, to everybody. Anybody that's willing to listen.
Exactly.
It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, oh, I know you didn't ask about the makeup, but this product I love.
But that's my favorite conversation. So it's like, what's going to make my life easier? Because I don't want to have to chase talent. I don't have to chase the makeups. Like, you want to feel confident in what I'm using.
What's going to stay on.
And look beautiful. Whether walking to the camera, on camera, just looks
or wearing it everyday
beautiful.
life.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so, like we were talking about, there's so many brands out there nowadays that make 12-hour wear, 24-hour wear, 98-hour wear, and all of this thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, why do you need makeup that lasts you 98 hours?
What bender are you going on?
Why are you needing products for 48 hours? You just need it for 12 hours for you to
It's
go
really true.
out.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I love this, but I'm like, why? I'm like, okay, whatever.
24. Great.
24. That's enough.
This is for Vegas. No.
This is enough. You know, and it's like, oh my gosh, but you know, but just sitting there looking at it, it's like there's so many products that is out there that making your life a lot easier. And it's like, you know, it's like I can never say enough for Senna. You know, because they have this here, and then they have the blush that actually powder, a cream to powder blush, and things like that to make it
so
like,
many shades also
so
in
many
the
shades.
Senna.
It's like
It's
you know,
beautiful.
It's a gorgeous brand, and you know, and it's
What's
like
this one? Oh, Temp 2.
love, and you know, and
Oh,
then
I didn't see this
Senna
was
is like
Senna.
their barely base foundation.
Oh, the Luminous.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful brand, and it, you know, and this here, the Creamy Air is actually a Temp 2 product with Mac Pro.
Oh,
Mac, you know, the one from Paris.
okay.
Yeah, it's their product. I use this now for kind of similar to the Revlon to cover the little spot.
So you don't use this in the airbrush?
You use that in there.
You do still use this as an airbrush.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like using this in the airbrush. I use this also in the airbrush.
Okay.
Dilute it down with 244 because that's the thing. A lot of you guys, you want to dilute things down. You have to know what product actually is the, what do they call it? The movement product?
Like the base? You mean
The
because like
base,
whether it's
the
alcohol
base.
or
Yeah,
water
is it
based?
alcohol, water based, silicone based,
Nice.
or whatever it is. Like this here, I would thin it out with this because it's a silicone. This is a silicone base. You know, and like this here, because the reason I like to diffuse it down is because diffuse it down and use it through an airbrush because you get that little spread, so you don't get that little dot of makeup.
Do you prefer to airbrush your foundations?
No,
No. Okay.
no. Only. I mean, what I would do is a lot of time is like if I'm putting a little heavier makeup on. You know, the Temp 2 has the airbrush pod.
Yes.
What I would do with it is just take that pod in the shade of the foundation, and I would mist it all over her face, all over the face of the actor, to get that pixelation back in. So it's about it's a trick to fold the camera. That is skin-like versus, you know,
just give the life back to it.
The life back to it. And this here is like, I love it because it, you know, it once it's go on, it stays on. I use that as a tattoo cover. It's a great tattoo cover.
Okay.
And the color range. This is just the light range. Look at how many freaking colors is in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
It's all the undertones. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 colors, all undertone, adjuster, you know, and everything else. And they also have a deeper shade that is another 10 colors.
That's just so nice. The
You know,
range.
The range of it. And I'm not getting paid by any of these companies. And majority of the product I purchased. You know, and that, I mean, that's, there's so many products now that's so, make your life easy.
Yeah.
And here's a little trick. Mascaras.
Okay.
For me, when I do mascara, I don't do the top first. I do the bottom first.
Interesting. Okay.
I do the bottom mascara. So what do you do after you do your mascara on the top? To get your bottom mascara, what do? You look up. And that's when you get all the little dots on your lid. So if you do the bottom first and you do the top, it avoids that.
Oh, that's so funny. It makes such perfect sense. Of course, why would I think of that then?
And then one trick that I learned from Janet, after you do your mascara, you take your tissue and you wipe it off. So that way it doesn't get the clunkiness that is on. I don't buy mascara because of their brushes.
Okay.
Because I don't use their brushes.
You mean the spoolies you're talking about?
Spoolies.
Okay.
I use this.
Oh, Interesting.
I use
Is it so fine?
The dental floss thingy.
How did you come up with this idea?
Because I was doing something and I could not find a small enough brushes. Before the brands come out with the small brushes, and you would do bottom mascara and you get mascara all over your eye. Mm-hmm. And I just happened to walk into CVS one day. And anytime I think of flossers, I'm thinking of the string flossers. I never thought of this. And then the company came out with this.
Oh,
it's a little flosser. Look at how tiny.
So small.
I don't know if you can see it.
Go to this camera.
I don't think y'all can see it.
That is crazy.
But it's such a small little brushes. And basically you could, with mine on, you could go right into your lash line and get it without getting all the little thing.
It's so small.
Yeah, and then also on top of it, you know how when you coat your mascara and it's get really clumpy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so fine.
You take that and you kind of clean it up.
That's genius. That's really That's so.
I mean, the closest to this, you know,
exactly.
and
but that it's so small to get in there, because even like the baby ones that they've come out with, they're
big,
fine, but whatever. But that's great.
Yeah. Hello.
So silly.
Yeah.
Both of those things I feel like should have known. All the the silliest things. Really, I should have hello.
You should have thought about it.
Duh.
Okay, one more
so
thing.
Good.
One more.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah, whatever.
Good. Okay.
Baby hairbrush.
Do you use that to buff it out? Oh.
You buff out your makeup. You blend it out with this. This is an old one, so she's molting, but
But that's so good. Yeah. Wait, so explain to everybody the process.
Once you do the whole makeup and you put your powder on and everything else, a lot of time there's a lot of powder residue that's left. But again, like I said, one of the most important things about makeup is blending. So you take a little baby hairbrush and you just basically put it on your face and you just rub it in. So basically what it does is take away the excess powder, at the same time diffusing and blending your makeup.
That's so.
And then after that, you could do your setting spray if you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do then this?
You can.
After that?
You can.
Because you want to get all the excess off and then just go in and lightly
because sometimes
give a little life.
Sometimes you have to remember that the powder that stays on there, the color codes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The color, the color of the powder and everything else is coated on there. So basically, you want to diffuse it down first before you do any kind of a sealer. And if you want to, what that brush can do is not going to take away the powder because it's there. And this is kind of bringing it back to luminosity.
Back to skin like that's just you.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
You were born with it.
God, somebody get this man a makeup contract. Maybe he's bored with it.
You know, I mean, it's just one of the, I love makeup. I love makeup. This is what I do. This is what I love, you know, and it's like, if at this point, if there's no more makeup to be done, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. You know, I've been doing makeup longer than I've been alive. I mean, half of my life. There you go. Over half of my life already.
You've been a makeup artist.
Yeah, it's going on 30 years.
But isn't that the kind of beauty of the industry, though? Is there's no end.
There's no. I mean, no.
You continue to learn. You continue to grow. Like there's not an end to this.
I hear so many people talking crap about Instagram artists. I love Instagram artists.
They're innovative.
I learned so much from them because it's like I love watching watching Instagram and TikTok and whatever else. And then what I do is I take it and I Timify it.
Oh my God, there's so many little tidbits to Timify.
what WWTD? What would Tim do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like and you,
Absolutely.
and you could do it too. Everybody can do it too.
You can take the little bits. You don't take the entire thing.
And it's like, okay,
What will
well,
work for me?
Yeah, the foundation is too heavy for me. I'm not going to do the foundation, but I love the way they did the eye.
Nice.
I'm going to recreate the eye. You know, I don't steal. I recreate.
Right.
I adjust.
Everything has like a little spin on it because once again, there's nothing new in it.
And it's inspiration.
Yeah.
It's all about inspiration. That's a better word. Taking inspiration.
But like you said too, like nothing's
nothing
new.
is new.
Underpainting's not new.
No.
Baking's not new.
You look at it.
It's circular.
It's like
it's been around for
the younger
hundreds of
generation.
years.
When they look at baking and things like that, who do they think of? Mario, because of the Kardashian show. That's where a lot of younger generation see it. But before that, Mario had also
his mentors
said that he learned that from Kevin Aquan. Where the younger generation go, who's Kevin Aquan? They're like, I don't know. He has that makeup line. And guess what? From there, Kevin Aquan learned from Way Bandy. Way Bandy from Max Factor. Max Factor. It goes on and on. It goes on and on. And nothing is brand new. None of us are creating anything new.
Also, everything's just inspiration.
It's just inspiration. And I go to class. I enjoy going to take classes. I mean, there's Shannon Marie Trigger.
Oh yeah. Love Shannon.
She has this thing called
class study hall.
Study hall.
Yeah.
I love it. I go to it all the time.
Learn something. Absolutely.
To go learn something. To listen to somebody talk about how to, and that's amazing. And it's like every time I go, they're like, "Why are you here?" Because I'm learning. I'm learning. I might be old, but I'm not dead. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And it's like I love, and my whole thing is like I love sharing information. Because it shouldn't die when I go. Or when I retire. I don't want to say go. When I
take that back.
Take that back. You know, when I retire. You know, the information should move on. It pass on. That's why I have no problem. Because like a lot of kids out there nowadays with Instagram, it would private message me. And they would ask me questions. I'm like, okay, this is what I would do. You know, it's
so appreciated because
it's great. I was like, like I said,
to share.
Like,
you're so great.
If anybody have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me. Yeah.
Well, all of your information will be in the description box below, along with all the products.